Yo, what up, though? This is your boy Crispy Daniels back at it again, and I hope everybody is having a great afternoon on the East Coast. On the West Coast, I hope everybody is having a great morning. But anyway, we're gonna get into another movie on this latest edition of Show and Talk. And as I told y'all in my Savage Streets interview, we're going to be talking about the movie The New Kids. So, without further ado, we're going to get straight into it. All right, so I seen this movie on Tubi. Now, before I had watched it, I was scrolling, as usual, to try to find something to watch because lately Tubi's been on point with their movies. Like, there's a lot of movies on there that I've been wanting to watch for a long time. You know, most recently I had just watched Rain Man for the first time. Never saw it. It was a pretty good film. You know what I'm saying? But this movie, The New Kids, I had watched the review on it. Because I was curious. Like it said, it was a horror slash thriller or drama or whatever. So I'm like, okay. When I read the synopsis and everything, I'm like, all right, it's about a bunch of bullies, bullying these two new kids that moved to town. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, yo, let me go ahead and listen to a review on it, and then I'm gonna check it out. So I watched it, and I gotta say, it was okay. Now, this type of movie probably would not be made nowadays, due to the content and everything. You know how sensitive everybody is nowadays, but yeah. So it's pretty much about these two kids who moved to this town, you know what I'm saying? And it's in the South, but um one of the characters that I do recognize is the sister. She played Becky on Full House. I did recognize her. I didn't exactly, quite recognize the guy, to play the brother. But he did a great job in this movie. But anyway, they moved to this new town, right? After their parents were killed in a car accident. And they move in with their uncle who's trying to build this amusement park or trying to open this amusement park, trying to put the finishing touches on it and everything. And so basically on their first day at this new school they go to, the girl accidentally bumps into this guy and he's hanging out with these group of other guys, you know what I'm saying? So that one bump started a chain reaction. So she got their attention, you know, by accident pretty much. And so they pretty much start harassing her and everybody, all of them are making a bet with each other saying that, one of them can sleep with her before the other or whatever. And she's not interested in none of them. However, she's interested in this one guy. Now, when I was watching the review on this movie, the guy said, the dude I was looking at, he did say that the guy that, was talking to her or she was talking to, you know, pretty much did not defend her against these other bullies or whatever. That was quite accurate. You know what I'm saying? He didn't do a damn thing to step up for her. You know what I'm saying? Now, on the other hand, her brother did because they had many incidents where, the brother stepped up and was pretty much, washing them or whatever. And there's this one scene where he breaks into, the ringleader's house or whatever. Like the one I was, the head bully or whatever. And he puts a knife to his throat and he makes him give him some money for the car that they damaged. They scratched up, you know what I'm saying? It was his uncle's car. So now when I saw that, I'm like, all right, this motherfucker is not gonna let that shit slide. So it was a scene where they were at home and they was eating dinner, and I'm gonna call her Becky because I don't remember what her name was in this movie. But she went to go take a shower, and one of the bullies were there. And this was like maybe the second time they showed up. Maybe it was the first or second time, because I remember one time they showed up, they damaged the property. You know what I'm saying? But it was one scene where she was in the shower and somebody threw a dead animal in the shower with her. You know what I'm saying? And ran away. And so the brother, the next day at school, confronted these dudes. And I'm gonna say he washed their asses. And it was one dude, and I ain't even gonna lie, like, these bullies in this movie, they did such a great job playing assholes. I was feeling every punch that the brother was giving to old. It was one of the dudes he was fighting. He was just straight giving it to him. You know what I'm saying? So later on, it was already pretty much a war between those two and these guys. So near the end of the movie, they go to this dance or whatever, right? You know, the guy that likes his sister and is the other girl, you know what I'm saying, that likes the brother. So they all went to this dance. And the girl, she had to go to the bathroom. And when she tried to go use the bathroom, one of the bullies was standing there, blocking the doorway. And then she tried to walk away, and it was like the rest of them or whatever came from around the corner. So they had kidnapped her, took her out to like an open field or whatever. What was it, open? I think it was an open field. Yeah, like somewhere out in the open. And eventually, the brother and his girlfriend and his sister's date, you know what I'm saying, they were trying to figure out what happened to her because she never came back. So they went off looking for her. And the bullies, they were intending on violating this woman, you know what I'm saying, or this girl. But it pretty much didn't happen, you know what I'm saying? So they started, well, no, I'll take that back. I'm sorry. When they took her away, they were actually near her house. So in the next scene, after they tried to violate her, they had her and her uncle tied up. You know what I'm saying? So they pretty much threatened to kill both of them. And I was like, yo, these ain't no normal high school bullies. You know what I'm saying? And so the brother shows up. And then, the girl, she manages to get away. I swear the uncle got shot, though. It was one scene, that same scene where they had him and the girl tied up. I swear they shot and killed him. You know what I'm saying? But when the brother got there, it was an all-out, like, shootout in war. And so the brother and the sister, they pretty much managed to take all these dudes out. Now, the one that got it the worst, though, I'm going to say this, was the leader. Because, like, near the end of the movie, like right before it went off, like he took the girl because he managed to get a hold of her again, Becky, and he drug her to, like, the gas station part of the, property or whatever. So he, started spraying gas on her like they did earlier when they threatened light her on fire with a match. You know what I'm saying? And the girl, she kept blowing it out. This is when they had her, the first time, and they was pouring like gasoline on her. And so one of the bullies was going to set her on fire or threaten or was taunting her with the match, and she kept blowing it out. I thought that shit was pretty funny. I ain't even gonna front. For a serious scene, it kind of had me chuckling. But now this scene right here where they was at the little gas station, he took the pump and he sprayed her, with gasoline again. And this time he intended to set her on fire. You know what I'm saying? No, what he did, he took the pump, you know what I'm saying, because she already had gasoline on her. Damn, I'm trying to remember, man. Like I said, I'm doing all this off the top of the head, but you know what I'm saying? He took the pump and he lit it, you know what I'm saying? He lit it with gasoline or whatever, or he poured gasoline in it or something like that, and then he used it as a flamethrower. You know what I'm saying? I was like, oh shit. So a part of me was like, yo, he's really about to set this woman on fire. But the brother came in time, and those two started fighting. And he took the pump, the gun, and he lit his whole face on fire. I'm talking about the head bully, and he just died right there on the spot. So the last scene of the movie, the very last scene, the uncle was there because I thought, like I said, I swear to God, the uncle got shot, but apparently he didn't. I mean, apparently he didn't die. So the uncle was out there. You know, they finally opened up the little amusement park or whatever, and right before the credits rolled, it was a little boy out there. Now he was hanging around the bullies and stuff like that, but the boy knew what happened, and so he walked off. And the way he walked off, you would have thought there would have been a sequel to this movie, but I don't think there ever was. You know what I'm saying? But overall, I gotta say, for this movie, you know, the violence was up there. You know, it definitely deserved an R. The acting was pretty good, you know, for an 80s film that I've never heard of personally. I don't know, maybe a lot of y'all heard about it, but you know, before I seen it, I never heard of it. So the acting was decent. You know what I'm saying? The story was it was basic, but it kept my attention for what it was. This movie came out in 1985, I believe. So, yeah, if you haven't checked it out, it's called The New Kids. And if I got to give this movie a grade, I'm going to give it an 8. I'm going to give it a solid 8. I could watch it again. Like right now, after this review, I can go upstairs and easily watch it again. And it's going to hold my attention because it was a good film. So like I said, check it out, The New Kids on Tubi. And if you're watching this on YouTube, please give me a like, a comment, and subscribe. And I really appreciate y'all for viewing my videos. Like, you know what I'm saying? Y'all are really, you know, helping me out a lot. And, you know, on the subscriber tip, I really appreciate all of it. You know what I mean? I know sometimes I need like better quality. I need a better quality setup and all of that. You know what I'm saying? Before I can do my videos the way I want to do them. Because right now I'm still at a basic setup. So I'm working on all of that now. You know what I'm saying? I need to get a longer desk, definitely. And I need to get a better mic and definitely a better camera. My camera's decent for what it is, even though y'all can't see my face. But if I ever do a video where y'all are seeing my face, the camera quality is decent. So I'm going to have to get a better camera. And also, don't forget, check me out on Instagram, World Rule Talk. One word, all lowercase. And that's it, folks. Once again, you are with Crispy Daniels on ShowNTalk. And I will talk to y'all later. All right? Peace.
The feeling is mutual. Come in, take a seat, share your thoughts with each, and preach it when you speak, so we can share kinetic energy throughout the brainwaves. Keep us balanced out and all on the same stage.